Porsche Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid, where supercar speed meets everyday practicality. Car makers venturing down the dark path of hybridization have stumbled more than they've soared. Take the new BMW M5. It weighs as much as a small asteroid and offers barely any speed improvement. Meanwhile, the Mercedes-AMG C63 SE Performance has been met with a collective shrug, its performance overshadowed by its promise. Even marquee PHEV supercars like the Ferrari SF90 and McLaren Artura have struggled to win over enthusiasts right out of the gate. The Ferrari 296 GTB perhaps stands as the lone exception. So, when the new Porsche Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid arrived at my driveway, I braced myself for disappointment. With a skeptical sigh, I approached the car, fully expecting another bloated, overly complicated, underwhelming performance machine. Pressing the start button greeted me with silence, the absence of a growling twin-turbo V8 further fueling my doubts. But then, everything changed. A single drive in this 5,302-pound, 771 horsepower hybrid marvel proved that Porsche had achieved something extraordinary. It wasn't the hybrid concept itself that had faltered in other cars. It was the execution. The Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid rewrites the rulebook. In a world where more weight and complexity often spell disaster for performance vehicles, Porsche's meticulous engineering shines through. They had a head start. The first Panamera SE Hybrid debuted in 2017, and the groundbreaking 918 Spider hit the scene in 2013. That legacy of innovation is on full display here. On paper, the stats are impressive. A 25.9 kilowatt-hour battery offers a practical 40 miles of electric range, paired with 187 horses of electric assist. Combine that with a twin-turbocharged 4.0-liter V8. And you've got 771 horsepower and 737 lb-ft of torque at your disposal. The result? A blistering 0 to 60 time of just 2.8 seconds. But the magic of the Panamera isn't just in the numbers. It's in how Porsche brings it all together with grace, precision, and a deep understanding of what makes a performance car truly great. The newly developed active suspension system is the crown jewel of the Panamera's engineering arsenal. Not only does it perform beautifully on the road, but it also adds a touch of drama. When a door is opened, the suspension lifts the car by 2.2 inches for easier ingress and egress. A move that makes the Panamera look like it just spotted a mouse. It's functional, clever, and undeniably Porsche. Then there's the classic good Porsche stuff. A low, perfectly reclined seating position paired with a steering wheel that adjusts precisely to your liking, impeccable fit-in finish, and an understated yet opulent interior that whispers Fortune 500 rather than Forex trader. Of course, no car is without its flaws. The front end's oddly flat design, necessary to house the cooling for its monstrous 771 horsepower, feels visually out of sync. Inside, the air vents can only be adjusted via the central touchscreen, a minor but irksome detail. Beyond these quirks, though, every system in the Panamera feels calibrated to perfection, as if by second nature. On the road, the Panamera delivers a driving experience that is as smooth as it is seamless. Its electric motor is sandwiched between the twin-turbocharged V8 and the 8-speed dual-clutch gearbox, ensuring the electric power feels integrated rather than tacked on. Only with an almost absurd level of attention could I detect the barely perceptible shifts when running on electric power alone. This conventional setup gives the Panamera a significant advantage. The electric motor shares the same gearing as the engine, keeping everything perfectly synchronized. Unlike the disjointed feel of some hybrid setups, like Mercedes-AMG's rear differential-mounted motor, the Panamera system offers instant, neck-snapping thrust in every gear, without hesitation. Without the optional $3,500 sport exhaust, the Panamera's V8 hum is muted and distant, leaving the drama to the instantaneous throttle response and relentless power delivery. The hybrid system's interplay between electric assistance and the combustion engine is so finely tuned it feels nearly telepathic. There are no fancy electric turbochargers here, but the calibration is so mature and consistent that it sets a benchmark for hybrid execution. The result? A car that doesn't just integrate hybrid tech, it masters it. Innovation begins at the active suspension, something that is an almost entirely new technology for mass-produced road cars. The Ferrari Puro saying is the Panamera's only peer, and only hybrid models can option the system. The Turbo SE Hybrid get it as standard, while the Ferrari uses a 48-volt suspension with electric motors to manipulate body motions. The Porsche uses electro-hydraulic pumps connected to each damper to alter the Panamera's physics. In practice, it is bizarre. It feels decoupling and almost isolating, but in a good way. Only the sharp cracks and bumps of expansion joints and larger potholes send a shock through the cabin. Everything else disappears. No hyperbole. It doesn't get confused either. Even over complex compounding bumps that could easily pack normal suspension into the bump stops, the active system is precisely composed. It's spooky how well it seemingly predicts and smooths bumps. Going over a familiar piece of Los Angeles highway, one where almost every car struggles to stay composed, the Panamera forced the road smooth. The Brute simply glided over some of the largest and nastiest bumps LA has to offer. Few cars on Earth ride like the Panamera, not even a Rolls-Royce. Yet, a Rolls-Royce could never hope to corner like the Porsche. It is unflappably flat in every direction. Body roll is the Panamera's mortal enemy, and it wins the war. Normally, this behavior would make for opaque and peaky cornering, yet it was friendly with nicely rounded edges that let you nibble up a shockingly high limit. That absence of body roll simply means that the inner tires are being used more. One of the secret party tricks of this system. The lateral grip is immense, and the Panamera dances well with little hints of yaw and communication. It never quite shrunk, but it always remained composed. Even with the outer tires absolutely loaded entering a corner, it dispatched bumps with ease. Somehow, the car was a magic carpet even at the edge of traction. Combined with rear-wheel steering, everything on this car worked with unbelievable cohesion. My only complaint, the steering feedback and calibration were one of Porsche's weaker showings. A little too much assistance, with a flatter effort curve than usual. Though, it is filtering out a bit more tech than usual. This Panamera is simply incredible as a package. Typical Porsche stuff. And after driving all of the hybridized cars in its class, it really is the only one that nails the execution. Then, it does even more with the active suspension. It's truly an example of substance and thoughtful engineering over gimmicky bullshit. The Porsche Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid is a masterclass in performance engineering, blending raw power with cutting-edge hybrid technology. Its heart is a twin-turbocharged 4.0-liter V8 paired with a 187 horsepower electric motor, delivering a combined output of 771 horsepower and 737 left of torque. This powerhouse enables the Panamera to rocket from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2.8 seconds, rivaling many supercars while maintaining the poise of a luxury sedan. The hybrid system seamlessly integrates electric and combustion power.
Thanks for watching. Drop a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to watch more videos like this.